You're just browsing the World Wide Web, maybe looking for a lasagna recipe, maybe looking for other things, and suddenly your PC starts screaming at you. A pop-up says your device is infected with 47 viruses, your IP address is leaking, and Microsoft needs you to call this toll-free number immediately, or your hard drive will melt. Most people panic. They call the number. They lose $5,000. I used to think tech support scams were something that only happened to other people. You know, people who click on pop-ups, people who answer unknown numbers, people who somehow still think Microsoft is personally monitoring their laptop at 3 a.m. But then I realized something. Tech support scams don't work because people are dumb. They work because scammers understand panic better than most tech companies understand their own software. In fact, I can almost guarantee that while you're watching this right now, somewhere in the world, someone just saw a pop-up saying, "Your computer is infected. Call this number immediately," and their heart rate spiked before their brain even had time to load. But spotting this scam isn't hard. It's actually really easy. Here's exactly how it works, and the 3 specific psychological tricks they use to bypass your common sense. First, let's meet the enemy. You need to understand that the person on the phone isn't a hacker in a hoodie. He's usually just a guy in a call center reading a script. Let's call him Steve. Steve is sitting in a room with 50 other Steves, and his only job is to get you to step 3. Steve isn't actually looking at your computer. That scary red pop-up, it's not a virus. It's just a web page. It's literally a full-screen image designed to scare your brain into shutting off. If you call the number, Steve doesn't improvise. He follows a strict military-grade flowchart designed to break your trust in your own eyes. Step 1 is establishing authority. Steve needs to prove he's real before he asks for money. He does this with a magic trick called the Event Viewer. He'll say, "Okay, sir, I need you to open a diagnostic tool. Press the Windows key and R." He guides you to a program that looks incredibly technical. Then he screams, "Oh my God, look at those errors. That's the hackers. They're inside the kernel." Here's the secret. Every Windows computer has these errors, even a brand new one. It's just your computer logging boring stuff like, "I failed to update the weather app," or "Bluetooth took 3 milliseconds too long to start." But Steve frames these boring logs as foreign IP injections. He relies on the fact that you have never opened this menu before. It's like a mechanic showing you a dirty muffler and telling you your engine is about to explode. If you don't know cars, you believe him. Once you're scared, Steve offers the solution. Step 2, the bridge. He says, "I can fix this, but I need to connect to your secure server." He'll ask you to download a tool. It's usually AnyDesk, TeamViewer, or UltraViewer. These are legitimate tools used by real IT people. That's why they look safe. But this is the moment you lose. If you give him the 9-digit code, you are handing him your digital house keys. He isn't connecting to a server. He's literally just controlling your mouse from his laptop 5,000 miles away. And this is where it gets creepy. Often, Steve will install a black screen driver. Your screen goes dark. He says, "Don't worry, the server is just updating." In reality, he's going through your files. He's looking for passwords.txt. He's opening your browser to see if you're logged into Amazon or PayPal. He is robbing your house while you stand on the front porch, waiting for him to finish. Now, the finale. He fixes nothing, because nothing was broken. He runs a fake command prompt that scans some green text to look cool. Then he drops the bomb. "Sir, we are shutting down the department. We need to refund you the $200 you paid for antivirus." This makes no sense. You never paid $200. But you're confused, so you go along with it. He asks you to log into your bank to receive the refund. Then, while you're distracted, he uses a browser feature called Inspect Element. He edits the HTML of your bank's website, just the visual part on your screen, to make it look like he accidentally sent you $20,000 instead of $200. Suddenly, Steve starts panic acting. "Oh no! I added 2 zeros! My boss will kill me! I have a family! Sir, please, you have to send the money back!" This is the masterstroke. He turns himself into the victim. He relies on your guilt. You see $20,000 extra in your account, even though it's fake, and you feel bad for this poor guy. He tells you to go to the bank right now and wire the cash, or buy $19,800 worth of gift cards. If you hesitate, he gets aggressive. He threatens to lock your ID. He threatens legal action. He keeps you on the phone so you can't check your real balance. If you hang up or if you realize it's a scam, it's not over. Steve sells your phone number to level 2. 2 days later, you get a call from the FBI or the bank fraud department. Guess who it is? It's Steve, using a voice changer. He says, "We saw you were scammed by tech support. We can get your money back." This is the recovery scam. They know you're vulnerable. They know you're angry. They promise to hack the hackers for a small fee. It's the same scam, just wearing a different hat. So how do you beat Steve and the fake FBI and the pop-up? It's easy, actually. You just follow 3 rules. Rule number 1, Microsoft does not call you. Neither does Apple, Amazon, or Google. If they call you, it's a scam. If a screen tells you to call them, it's a scam. Companies do not care about your PC enough to call you. Rule number 2, the pop-up is the virus. If your browser freezes with a scary noise, don't call the number. Just force close the browser. On Windows, press Alt plus F4. On Mac, Command plus Option plus ESC. The noise stops. The virus disappears. Steve is gone. Rule number 3, never let a stranger move your mouse. Legit tech support might ask you to share a screen to look, but they rarely ask for control unless you are an enterprise client. If David from Windows wants to move your cursor, hang up. And if your screen goes black, unplug the internet immediately. Scammers rely on you being polite and panicked. Be rude and rational instead. Here's the checklist to save your bank account. Screenshot it. Send it to your dad. Tech companies never call you. Pop up with a phone number equals scam. Event viewer errors are normal. Never download AnyDesk/TeamViewer for strangers. If in doubt, reboot. Not getting scammed is easy, actually.